What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you a review of the Up There collaboration with Asics on the gel terrain in the purple and lavender colorway. Before I begin this review, I want to give a huge thank you to both Up There store and Monsieur Banana, my fellow content creator, for helping facilitate this and for helping sending this pair over to me. Thank you guys so much. This marks the third collaboration between Australian-based boutique Up There with Asics. And this time they've partnered up releasing this special edition gel terrain silhouette, which is a 90s trail-inspired running shoe that debuted earlier this year. So these released for a price of $180 US or $240 here in Canada. And the colorway of the shoe is inspired by Australian nature, specifically the hue of fallen leaves in autumn in the Australian bush. So here's a quick look at the packaging. So this comes in a custom box just for this release, and it's done in this neon yellow or neon green tone, which has this close-up pattern of a leaf, so you can see the veins of the leaf, along with this plant graphic on the top of the lid. And then on the side of the box, we have both Asics and Up There co-branding. So for the shoe, diving right into the details, a good chunk of this sneaker is double mesh lined. So if you look at the toe box, we have this diamond-shaped overlay of purple mesh, but we have a secondary layer underneath, which has a pattern inspired by the veins of the leaf, and this is actually reflective in nature. Overlaid on the front toe box, we have these fuse overlays in purple, and then surrounding the front toe cap, we have another overlay here which is done in this gray color with this reflective light blue detailing on top. Moving downwards, we have more of these fuse overlays covering the mid panel, and we have these woven loop eyelets in the middle with neon yellow stitching underneath this, and then we have these metallic circular eyelets for the top too. Again, fused on top of the mid panel, we have the large Asics stripes, which covers both the lateral and medial side. Above this, surrounding the ankle collar area, we have this purple colored mesh with that reflective leaf vein detailing in 3M. This covers the top portion of the heel. We have a synthetic overlay covering the heel as well with gel terrain branding on the lateral side. And then on the bottom of the heel, we have an internal heel cup, and then this is covered in this synthetic purple layer. We have this olive green colored mesh and Asics branding in the middle in this neon yellow color. And then hanging off the top, we also have a woven pull tab as well, which helps you get your foot into the shoe a little bit easier. In terms of laces, so this pair comes with 3 different lace options. The standard lace that they come with is a light blue colored rope lace with these hot red colored lace tips, but they also come with a gray colored lace and a purple colored lace as well. And you'll notice how the laces loop through these lace locks, which is constructed out of a black colored plastic. So the laces intertwine through this woven tag that has Up There branding in this hot red color, and then looping through this, the shoe comes with custom carabiners, which is Up There and Asics co-branding, and this was a very unique touch. And then we have another tag on the top with Asics branding in neon yellow. And then for the back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is covered in a purple colored mesh, and the collar of the shoe is decently padded, not too stuffed, but not too thin either. For the insoles, these come with a decently padded foam lined insole. It's covered in a neon yellow mesh on top, and we have Asics and Up There co-branding on the heel, along with a plant graphic that we saw on the top of the lid. This is featured on the insole as well. So the upper of the shoe sits atop the midsole constructed out of Asics Flight Foam technology, which is a more lightweight variation of EVA that still gives you the same amount of responsiveness and cushioning. So this midsole is painted in a mix of gray on top and a magenta tone on the bottom. And we also have Asics gel technology visible on the lateral heel, and this entire tooling is actually taken from the Asics GT 2008 silhouette. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole is constructed out of a deep purple colored rubber, but we have these horizontal grooves on the forefoot that gives you added flexibility. And then in the middle of the outsole, we have a translucent TPU shank plate, and this is there to help with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about how these fit, so my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and not having tried this model on before, I was looking online for recommendations, and people were saying that this is a snug fitting shoe, so I opted to get these in a size 10.5. So trying these on, they fit perfectly width-wise. They run a little bit long lengthwise. There's just over a thumb's width space between the top of the shoe and the top of my toe. I personally prefer a little bit less space there, but again, the width of the shoe was good. So I feel like if you have a narrow or normal width foot, you can go true to size if you like more of a snug one-to-one fit. But if you have a wider foot, you'd probably be better off going up a half size to deal with the width of the sneaker. Moving on to the comfort of this shoe. So overall, this is a pretty responsive and low to the ground feeling shoe. So if you're looking for a shoe that's extremely plush and soft, this is not going to be it. These feel definitely more on the firm side, but again, it's not an exceptionally soft and cushioned feeling sneaker. However, the upper is quite flexible and breathable, and the overall shoe is extremely lightweight. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality was decent. Everything on the shoe is pretty much synthetic materials, but there is a large variety of materials, and the overall construction of the shoe seemed to be pretty intricate. For example, the double layer mesh and the detailing within the fused layers on top. While they aren't incredible from a material quality standpoint, you can tell that there was a lot of thought and intention that went behind this design. And the build of the shoe I thought was pretty flawless. It was for the most part free of any glue stains, the panels were consistent between both feet, so I thought these were pretty well made in hand and I was pretty happy with the end result. So with all of that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, as my introduction to the gel terrain silhouette, I gotta say this is not a bad silhouette at all. Is it my favorite Asics model? Definitely not. I'm personally not a huge trail running shoe kind of guy, but I think the design of the shoe and the fact that it's a lot more sleek than your typical trail running shoe makes it an easier shoe for me to wear casually. And the colorway of the shoe is pretty fresh. It's a very unique colorway and something I don't own too much of, this magenta and purple mix. I know at least here in Canada, this shoe has sold very, very well. So if you are looking to add these to your collection, I wouldn't wait too long. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Up There Asics gel terrain in this purple and lavender colorway? For everyone watching, did you grab these for retail? Did you take an L and pick these up on the secondary market? Or are you just not feeling the gel terrain silhouette or the colorway and this was an easy pass for you? As usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, check me out on X at sean.go spelled out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review and hopefully I helped you in some way. Another huge thank you goes out to Up There and Monsieur Banana. Thank you so much for sending me over this pair, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.